Hey ladies, welcome back to my channel. So this is the Martha Stewart debate that no one saw coming, or did we? Let's get this beauty started. All right, ladies, we have a new uploading schedule, Mondays and Thursdays at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I polled you on all of my social media, and those were the days, those are the times that worked out for the majority of everybody. So that's the new schedule. You can subscribe to my channel not to miss any videos or hit that bell so you'll be notified when I do upload a video. I've had a very big week. Been a very big week over on Beauty Reinvented, which is my private Facebook group. I started that, I think maybe 4 years ago after my book called Beauty Reinvented. And it's just a support group of women. I have almost 20,000 women in this group. And it's really wonderful. It really goes with really why I wrote the book about your beauty evolving. You know, it's come as you are, dye your hair, don't dye your hair, do plastic surgery, don't do plastic surgery, learn from the ladies, find a group, find support. If you are wanting to go on your gray hair journey, there's so many women there to support you and to give you tips. They talk about makeup. They talk about all kinds of things. And I am there always watching. I don't post a lot because you know where you can find me, here on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, on my website, my blog. I mean, I don't need to be posted. That page is for you. We have a lot of really great posts. Sometimes we get the rogue post and what have you, which we did twice this week. So first we had a post where one of the members posted a picture of Yasmina Rossi. She's a model, she's a Ford model. She's in her 60s, long gray hair. From my research, really promotes a very vegetarian, holistic yoga kind of lifestyle. So this woman said that this is beauty goals. This is my beauty goals and what have you. And then compared Yasmina to Martha Stewart. Like Martha Stewart's all plastic surgery. The society only promotes this youth and blah, blah, blah. So it's like, okay, that's great. I mean, if that's your beauty, vision for yourself, what have you. But it becomes a problem when in the comments, it just really triggered a lot of women. And in the comments became more of a debate and it became a little aggressive from every single comment that I read. It was like over 200 comments. And one of the comments from the publisher said to one of my members, "Are you that unhappy with your natural self?" And I was like, you know what? This is where we draw the line. You never put someone in the position. You don't know where people are mentally. And also, May is the month of mental health awareness. So we really need to check ourselves and say, you know what? That wouldn't really be productive. Why do I need to challenge this woman and say, are you really unhappy with your natural self? That is not for you to ask a stranger on a board. There was a lot of inappropriate comments that I responded to. The poster took it down and removed herself from the group. That was the first issue we had regarding Martha Stewart. Now, when I started thinking about it, well, let me look this Yasmina Rossi up. I don't really know too much about her. So I had posted after one of these comments about how she's, doesn't do this, doesn't do that. And in fact, she actually did inject some of her veins. That's not 100% natural. She didn't like veins that she had wherever they were on her body. So she had those taken care of. She said she would get a neck lift. She wasn't thrilled about her neck. It could be in the cards down the road. Okay, so she's open to plastic surgery. So that's not really how we presented the post about 100% natural. We don't do anything, what have you. So you really just don't know. It's a very slippery slope when you start posting things that like, this is what this person is. You just don't know because you are not their partner, their BFF, their doctor, their therapist, their secretary, their personal assistant. You don't know the inner workings. So it's very hard to take a public figure and be like, this is what I want because this is what I think they are. So I started thinking about Martha Stewart. I've talked about her a lot here on the channel. I just got my hair cut like last month or what have you about my bougie bob because Martha Stewart's really radiating, just really fun. She's 81. She's having such a great time. And it started really, at least on my radar, 2020. She did a little thirst trap in her pool in the Hamptons whenever everybody's on lockdown. She was a model. Like she put herself through college modeling. She's no stranger to posing and knowing angles and what have you. And ladies, lighting and angles, you don't need Photoshop. You don't need anything else. Lighting and angles are like, they can dramatically change you. You can look 10 pounds lighter at the right angle. If you have the right lighting, oh my gosh, forget it. She knows angles. She's lifting her neck, stretching her neck. I mean, come on. She is amazing at the marketing. So I have been just really in awe. Like she's just showing up, right? She's showing up at 81. So my husband had texted me the other day and he said, Martha Stewart got the cover of Sports Illustrated. And I was like, yes, Okay, so I'm excited. I think this is great. So we're having a lot of debate because from what I've read, right, all these posts and blog posts and whatever, and what I see on my boards, Martha Stewart looks too good. Okay. The allegations of plastic surgery are so off the chart. I just can't even with them anymore. The woman has gone on the record and says that she hasn't done plastic surgery. A knife hasn't touched her face, neck, or back. Those are her words. Okay. What she tells me is what I'm going to believe. I'm not going to keep challenging it and saying she's lying and whatever. I don't really care. Okay. So Martha's 81. She's showing up. She gets the call for Sports Illustrated. Now, let me just preface this, ladies. You know, we have a Fierce Aging series on this channel featuring women 50 to 101, celebrating age. We are in an industry that we all feel invisible. We're fighting to be seen. We want the companies of the beauty and the fashion companies to recognize women that are 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, right? Celebrate women. Don't just put them away. We're fighting for that. Here's Martha Stewart at 81 getting this opportunity. Celebrate it. Doesn't matter if you like her or not. She's 81. This iconic magazine that shows women half her age is picking her to represent women. It doesn't, you have to put aside whether you think she does plastic surgery or not. She has a trainer. She has this. Doesn't matter. Martha Stewart built herself up. She's an entrepreneur. She's a businesswoman. She deserves it. She's worked very, very hard. I mean, I'm not even going to go into everything else that I've seen on the post about her background and whatever. Let's just focus on one thing. She's 81 years old. Okay. She gets the call for Sports Illustrated. Now, this is very exciting because she could have been like, oh my gosh, bathing suit? No, like I'm not doing that. How many of us would have been like, oh my gosh, what are you kidding me? Like I had to be in a bathing suit in front of all these people and there's going to be in a magazine and the whole world's going to see it? I mean, come on. And she's 81, right? I think a lot of people don't understand the rigorous routine and day that goes into doing this. Now, remember, takes a lot of energy. Okay. So she had to prepare. She said she prepared for months ahead of time, took out alcohol, carbs, pasta. She obviously went to her spa for her facials and did all of her things. I don't know what else she did, but she changed her diet. She changed her lifestyle. She really was working on, okay, what do I need to do? Did Pilates 3 to 4 times a week. A lot of my ladies in their 70s and 80s and 90s love Pilates. Helps with vertigo. They talk to me all the time about it. Pilates is amazing. So Martha's doing, Pilates is not easy either. I mean, definitely reformer work and what have you. So Martha's putting in the time. She's been working on her body. Now she has the fitting. Okay. So she had to probably go through at least, I don't know, but at least 100 bathing suits of try on and what's going to fit and styling and this and that. I mean, that in itself is so tiring. Fittings are just like, oh my gosh. Sometimes it can be a 2-day thing. It could be a 3-day. It just depends. I can tell you from my experience being a model that it's taxing. It's very draining. And that is me being in my 20s, 30s, 40s. Martha's 81. So that's another thing I keep thinking about. So then you have the shoot day. It's probably a 12-hour shoot day. Not kidding. That's what it is. So you have to have that stamina. You have to be able to perform. You have to be able to show up and give the camera what it needs. So here we go. Here's Martha. She's being, changed and different things. She's in Dominican Republic. She's on the beach. She's in the hot sun. This is tiring for women that are in their 80s. So I'm just like, this is amazing. She really these pictures are gorgeous. She is styled so beautifully. It's so tasteful. I just love the cover. It is something that I would definitely wear with this big, nice little orange wrap around with her white bathing suit. Everything's very appropriate. It's very age appropriate. So I'm thrilled. I'm like, I know what Martha went through. I know that she changed a bazillion million times. I'm sure she was so exhausted just trying to give that energy, just to really just be there and be present and not, the camera will pick up on if you're like, you've got to keep that level of energy. That's exhausting. So I'm just really thrilled for her. I think it is such an opportunity. I think that we're constantly trying to be seen and represented, but yet now we're like, oh no, she looks too good. You're raising the bar. All she does is plastic surgery. I got so tired of reading the same thing. I was like thinking to myself, where is that coming from? Like raising the bar, she's 81. Okay, well, my ladies that are in their 80s and 90s, that are in shape, that travel, that do ballroom dancing, that picked it up in their 70s, do Pilates, do all these things. My ladies have broken their back, broken their knees, had knee replacement, not broken their knees, had knee replacements, had hip replacements, and they're looking amazing. To me, I'm not like, ladies, stop setting the bar so high for me. Like, I just want to sit on the couch. I want to do nothing. I don't want to feel bad about myself. So you better start just hanging around and do nothing. I'm inspired. I want to have my best body. I want to have my best diet. And I can do that because I can control that. Martha to me is like, yes, amazing. Like, that's inspiring to me. Make the bar higher. I want to be that level. What do I need to do? How do I set my mindset? What do I need to do? So I feel like this bashing of Martha Stewart is just so uncalled for. It just shows that women are saying one thing, but are doing another. Like, they're saying, we want to be seen. We want age representation. We want to be inclusive. And then we do. And oh no, you look too good. You've had plastic surgery. Oh, it's not fair. She can do this. She can do that. Whatever. No, it's not. It's game on. Like I had said before, game on. This life is very short. Or you can say it's very long, whatever way you want to look at it. But you're in the driver's seat. And I don't understand why so many women forget that. You drive your health, your food that you put in your mouth that goes into your body. If you work out or you don't, it's a choice. If you are not choosing, you're choosing. The last part this week that was just like the real, like, let's pull it in, was another post on my Facebook private group. And it was a comparison again. Now, this was a repost from another Facebook page called Sacred Dreams. I don't know what that's all about, mystical, whatever. So our member reposted it and it was a comparison again. And I was like, we just went through this. So we had a comparison of such polar opposites. It was just so silly to me. But we had the woman that is 106 from the cover of Vogue in the Philippines. She's a traditional tattoo artist in the tapping method. She's covered in tattoos. She is 106. I mean, how amazing is that? 106 years old. So then we had a split screen with Martha Stewart, 81. So we're comparing, like, this is aging, this isn't aging. I was like, oh my gosh, you can't be serious. Like, this person, Ava Park, wrote this whole like dissertation about it. And I was just like, how, this is just so wrong. 25 years difference, mind you. Totally two different cultures and worlds. And you're comparing them. How can you compare women like that? There should be no comparison. There is no comparing this woman in the Philippines to Martha Stewart here in America at 81. I just was so blown away by this comparison. And I'm not going to read you the whole thing, but I will read you a little excerpt. It says here that I think her name's Apo, A-P-O. On the left looks old because she is, and nothing has been done to erase her age. She is wrinkled, although not much for 106. I didn't know that there was levels of wrinkles and how it dictates your age, but whatever. But her visage looks lively. She cares about her appearance. She's wearing lipstick, earrings, and a necklace and a crown of beads. She's on the cover of Vogue. She has a stylist, a makeup artist, and she's being photographed. I don't know if she wears lipstick every single day, but this is a big assumption to say that she cares about her appearance because she's wearing lipstick and what have you. But her age is obvious and nothing is being done to change that awareness in us as we look at her. In her, we have our blessed, wise woman. We know we need to learn how to live well. So this person doesn't know this woman, right? She doesn't know if she lives well. I think that the comparison of being wise and having wrinkles is wrong. Like, that to me just sends off a really bad, a really bad kind of vibe. Then it says, for a lot of us, when we look at Stewart, we subtly feel something is wrong. I don't feel like there's anything wrong. This was what just was so bothersome. Not natural, off kilter. I don't think that she doesn't look natural and off kilter. Again, Martha Stewart has said that she does Juvederm like twice a year. She doesn't do Botox. It's not for her. She does facials like there's no tomorrow. She takes care of herself. She eats. She's in the public eye. She's done this since she's probably 15 because that's when she started modeling. You're conditioned a certain way when you model. It's just period, end of story. When you're in the industry, you know it. You know the drill. And you never leave that drill because that's what you did. Like, that was your life. So this was very unsettling for me. It says, Martha's image, while impressive, also puts a subtle pressure on women. This is what you're supposed to go for. I don't think that that's what Martha's saying. She's not saying go for this. She's saying, I'm living my best life. I'm taking it and I'm riding it full throttle. That's what Martha Stewart's saying. She's doing it for herself. She's not saying, hey, listen, this is what you need to do. This is what you need to strive for. This is how you're supposed to look in your 80s. This is the ideal. No, it's not the ideal. This is Martha. An ideal pushed on us that is not even possible for most. Do we think she looks like that from yoga and farm to table food? Ha, ha, ha. A woman wrote this. To me, I think that the article itself, if you watch the comments or read the comments, basically just pits women against each other as usual. And so, here we go again. I'm not trying to change anybody. You need to think for yourself. If Martha Stewart bothers you, that she basically showed up and she rocked it and she did whatever she does, whatever that is. I mean, the woman says that she doesn't do anything. I don't really feel it. Okay, this is what I wanted to tell you in that respect. There is a video. If you Google and you watch the behind the scenes, there's a video of her on set and doing, you know, what she did and her talking. That's what they do on these big photo shoots and whatever. They have a video person that documents behind the scenes, and it's unfiltered. It's not manipulated. It's video. Martha looks like Martha. Martha doesn't look like somebody else. And we all know what people look like when they start really doing plastic surgery and what have you. We know that because we can go back in history and see what they look like. Martha is looking amazing. Okay. So watch the video and then make an opinion. Martha looks like Martha at 81 years old. I just wanted to just tell you that you can do and be whatever you want. No one makes the standard for you. Martha Stewart is not making the standard for people in their 80s. And by the way, I'm so passionate about this. I am not angry. I know that someone says like, oh, you're so... I'm not. It's just, this is the platform that I really try to promote. I try to celebrate age. We should be celebrating Martha on the cover of the most iconic magazine that promotes young women. And we have them promoting Martha. And everybody's like, oh, you know, like we won. We won the battle. We put an 81-year-old on the cover of a magazine in a bathing suit, styled perfectly, and we're complaining about it because it doesn't meet X, Y, and Z. It's this and this and this. I mean, enough. I am here to support women with whatever they do. I am thrilled to see her on this cover. I'm thrilled for all the other ladies also in their unapologetic way of showing up and having inclusivity. This has been the debate, and I don't really think there is a debate. There's no comparison. We shouldn't be comparing women. And that's really all I have to say about it. So ladies, until my next video, I'll see you later.